Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and I hope you all are doing well today. And I'm doing great myself. Gonna bring you guys some brand new Amaterasu Season 3 build and gameplay footage here. I've got a good thing to show you guys today. I'm very excited about it because A, this is my first Amaterasu build and video for the channel, so this is really cool. You've seen a little bit of a gameplay footage about her in my last video that I put out, which was top 5 reasons why OP gods are good for Smite. And if you haven't checked that video out, please go do it. I put a lot of energy into that one over the last couple of days. It's got some cool gameplay footage of Amaterasu, Nox, Soul, who else? Ravon's in there. And I think it's a really interesting and unique topic. Not a lot of people making, I think, videos on topics like that I think are a little intriguing, catching people off guard. But I feel like it was a really successful video so far. So here are her abilities. If you guys want to take a look at these, please pause the screen as we get right into the action. I will walk you through those in a little bit here, but make sure you see this action happening here as the dash coming out almost from the Amaterasu, but the Neath backflips away. I didn't want to dash into that enemy team, really, because, you know, part of Amaterasu's role is being a warrior, and I can be a very aggressive warrior. I can be so aggressive that I actually stop warrioring. Is that a word? It's just that I stop really focusing on protecting my team or causing or peeling enemies, or really being a group team player here, because I'm so offensive oriented. I realized I'm a very mage hunter assassin type player. Actually, somebody mentioned this in my comment section the other day and was talking about how, Raynday, you know, you are doing a good job, but you're like totally forgetting that you're a warrior. And I'm like, oh, you're right. I am. I'm just trying to get kills the whole time. I could be helping somebody out, but as you see here, we'll talk about her abilities. I'll walk you through how to use them. I'll tell you as best I can. This is a good gameplay, so you guys will enjoy this one. And we'll go through, I think, some ways that you could play Amaterasu more effectively, and obviously know a little bit more about this god. Now, she came out a few weeks ago. I actually have to say I really enjoy her. I didn't play her really when I got back from Chile. I didn't have an opportunity to until actually this week to play her, and it took me a while to just get into it. I mean, it felt like the hype was gone, so I wasn't really too excited, but I actually ended up trying to go for it as the dash comes out here. The shield is ready to be popped, and it takes down the Neath. The Chiron goes into his ultimate, firing off onto the Poseidon, but it's not enough. The Poseidon defensively, Kraken's wasting that ultimate as the Ao Kuang is able to escape out. Of course, him getting those recent buffs and being seen a lot here in Arena, Conquest, Clash, all those kinds of modes. You know I play Conquest, guys, right? Just kidding. I don't really play that much, but I want to. I need to learn. The Isis stun almost missing. Cool. The Ao Kuang there getting chased down by me. I miss my shield, but my ultimate comes out. He baits me perfectly. I get the last hit, but it's not enough because I missed the first two. And why does that matter, guys, as I narrowly escaped the Scylla ultimate? Let's talk about Amaterasu's abilities and get into it. Now, her first ability is her passive, right? The ability that you don't ever press, but it just is. It just is. Passives just are. It's kind of like those women in your life who just won't go away. I'm just kidding. That was going nowhere. That was not going any. I'm sorry, baby. If you're listening to this, my girlfriend's watching this, I'm sorry. That was going absolutely nowhere. I'm very glad for the lovely women in my life. But anyways, Amaterasu's passive. As you see, the dash comes out here. The shield is almost ready. I used it. I'm trying to burst down underneath, but it's not enough. The Loki has gotten our back line. The Chiron dash pulls him back with the little kick. Giddy up. The Ao Kuang ult takes him up into the air as a B gets the first kill. We're 2-1 here, and we are still in the lead, up by about 3 ticks of the arena points there as my shield blasts onto the Ao Kuang. Now, Amaterasu's passive, as you guys will see in a moment, is called Illuminating Strike. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it means that every time Amaterasu strikes an enemy, if she strikes them 3 times, she's going to create this little, I think it's a spinny looking aura around them. And what it means is they're taking 10% increased damage. And it lasts for 5 seconds. You can keep stacking that onto opponents if you basic attack them enough. And anybody who comes within that aura, you might see it here on a minion in a second. But actually, no, I have to dash out of the way as the Neath and the Ao Kuang basically doing a good job of pressuring me, as well as the Scylla root right there. You have to watch out for that. In this last update in Season 3, I've actually found Scylla to be really strong. Her damage is really ridiculous. That crush damage really actually does what the name says it would do and crushes you. I've literally gotten 100 to 0'd with just an Ama monster from Scylla. Now, I was playing as probably Soul, but I think it was literally a 100 to 0. It was something like 1700 damage. It was insane. So you got to be really careful for that, especially if she gets you caught in that root. It's an easy pick off for her. But anyways, her passive is really good. Amaterasu is a guy that really has a lot of auras. As you'll notice, her number 1 as well, and the little portion on my left-hand screen right above my picture there is actually a little shield, and that shield, when I press my number 1, changes between 2 different auras. As I said in the first part of her passive, if anyone is around that 3 basic attack aura, they take 10% less damage or more damage as well. But also, if you activate my number 1, as you see, I just activated it, my teammates around me within 30 meters actually are affected by that aura, which is an aura of, oh, as the Poseidon gets hit here, it looks like he's going to have to defensively crack it, but it's not enough. My ultimate comes out. I hit 2 of them. The Neath backflips to avoid the damage. The Scylla is out of there, but the Neath is still alive. I get my silence off on her, and the Ao Kuang able to finish her off. Stole that kill, baby. What the heck, man? I had that. I think I had that cleared up. The Vulcan now in trouble. Their Ao Kuang going. The minions are trying to do their job. The Vulcan seems like he got away, but he backshots, or what, I forget what it's called, but he basically backflipped into him, but I'm able to get the kill on the Ao Kuang, and it helps me to go 3-0, so I feel okay. The Vulcan did a good job allowing himself to basically be a distraction long enough so that I could go ahead and get the kill, but still wouldn't have wanted my man to die there. It was just an unfortunate backfire that took him into the direction of the Ao Kuang, who had blinked very, very far in front of him. I'm not sure if that was the Ao Kuang being like a master mind reader, like you are gonna backflip right now so far that you're actually going to backflip into me, and I'm going to attack. Like, I don't know if he was like sensei, like master Ao Kuang, like some serious stuff, or he was just like, oh man, oh whoa, he backfired into me. Oh great, I still get to kill him. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was that. See the root there coming out, and then the Poseidon Whirlpool. OP, that combination is ridiculous. Poseidon Whirlpool being one of the hardest things to get out of, especially if you have a dash and you think you're mobile. Once that Whirlpool comes in and you're crippled, no sir. One of the strongest abilities in the game. Very underrated because it's been in the game for a long time. As I just go back to the base here to get a little bit more health. Want to go out in full health. But as you can see, my number 1 just basically moving me between 2 different types of auras. One aura is the fact that I get movement speed up to 25%. The other aura, the Valor aura, it's a little redder, is that I get 35 bonus power. This is at max rank. Right now it's only at rank 1, so it's about 15... let's see, 5% movement speed and 15 Valor. As you see the Neath root there, there's pretty much a lot of things to deal with in this team. They have a pretty decent team comp, and we're actually losing right now. We're tied 6-6. We're actually up in gold, but we're losing in terms of minion ticks because they have some very strong CC, and they're doing a great job of really locking me down. Although I'm 3-0-3, they're really being aggressive with me, and Neath is hitting all of her roots as well as Scylla, and Poseidon's following up really well with those whirlpools, and you can see how they have a very, very squishy team. I mean, Loki, Neath, Scylla, Ao Kuang, Poseidon, there's no front line there, but they're actually winning, and it's because they have a ton of CC. People are telling me this is a mage meta. I do not agree. I believe this is a CC meta still. I know mages provide a decent amount of CC at times and can be valuable, but as you see, I'm out. Let me just keep talking because I'm out of that game right there. The Poseidon Kraken taking me out there. We're trying to follow up. The Ao Kuang does go ahead and take the Neath down, but I am dead. I'm not feeling too happy about that. I'm looking to see if I can finish or start another item, and I don't have enough for what I'm looking to grab next, which I believe is Shield of Regrowth, but we're going to see in just a moment. I don't think that's what I pick up here. I think I pick up, Bulwark, I'm sorry. So I pick up Bulwark. I do end up grabbing that item for some magical protection as I'm getting focused by that Poseidon, and he just killed me as well, so he's a little bit on my mind. But, you know, I think Scylla, you see there, and they're just really turning. I think Scylla, Poseidon, Neath, showing the power. As you see, I just get caught here again, overextending my dash there, trying to be offensive, but just the damage and the CC with all three of them working together is too much. And I think when you have a team comp that provides enough CC, you are going to be fine in this meta. It's not really just about having mages. It's not like Spear of Desolation is going to win you the game. A lot of people have been telling me Raynday, it's just all about mages. Yes, maybe, but I think that mage has to have some serious CC. I think CC is most important. The damage is strong for mages, but I think some type of CC is very, very important, especially if it's something that's reliable, if it's something that works well with the team and sets up other abilities as well. I think that's really one of the keys here. As I notice, I'm being very, very aggressive. I'm getting focused. I use my ultimate to basically ensure that I don't get aggressed on again and die 3 times in a row. I'm 3-2 now as the Crush comes out and just obliterates that Isis, guys. Can you see? Did you see that? I mean, now you're here, now you're not. Oh my god, the Crush damage is unreal. Scylla hurting a lot, and that's what I'm saying. The damage is crazy, especially once she's tied up in that root. I go ahead and dash again, and I have to really think about, okay, I need to be less aggressive here. I need to be more aware of my game style as I steal this red buff from that Gyron. The Alquan going very hard onto the Scylla, but the Poseidon Kraken just takes me out. I'm able to move towards the left side again, and I have my Valor ultimate, my Valor movement speed on. The Alquan does not see me. I'm backing away, making sure no one's pursuing. They do take down our Chiron, and it's 8-14. We are down by 24 points. We are down by 2,000 gold and 6 kills. This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, but I have faith. I have hope. I hope you have hope and faith as well. Please have both of those things. If you only have one, well, I guess that's enough. But if you have 2, even better, and I love you very much. Thank you so much, guys. If you're enjoying the video, please remember to leave a like, a share, a comment. All those good things help me out in the channel so I can keep bringing some fantastic gameplay. I'm going to bring it anyway. Don't even worry. I'm doing my thing anyway. But it is nice to always see the love in the comments. And if you do like this game or have any thoughts about Amaterasu, please go ahead and leave it down in the comment section below. I love when these videos blow up with comments and people share their opinions and what they think about the god. I think it just makes it so much more interesting. You know, and in our community, I think we have such a cool opportunity of being really respectful of each other and really, like, creating a safe space for people to say whatever. And I think that it makes the videos that much more interesting. In fact, the comment section are sometimes more important, or more interesting than the dang videos themselves. And that's a great, that you know you're having a great community when that is the case. So I'm very happy about that. We've talked about her number 1. Let's talk about her number 2 and how that works so you guys can be a little bit more aware of what I've been doing in this game. As you see, the shield damage just came out there. That was her number 2 in action. Basically, Amaterasu, it's called Heavenly Reflection, as the Loki is in a bad spot here. I've got my ultimate. I'm not letting him get away. I basically hit him with the 1, the 2, the 3. It is not enough. I dash, hoping that I get him there, but it looks like the Chiron had marked him, and he actually takes him out as well. My shield does enough damage, and I avoid the center of that Poseidon ult, which helps me avoid the CC. I know that Alquan is going for that Isis down in the back line, and he does pick her up, but now he's got out of his blink. He's got nothing. I have my dash available. I do hit him as well. My shield is charging. The damage comes out, but the Poseidon knocks me back, and I'm not able to pursue since I have no mana. And we'll see a little bit. I have showcased you just now, as you see that crush damage, almost hilarious. She just waited even longer than I think. I think she's like, you know what? You know you're going to die, right? Any last words? Yeah? Oh, never mind. I'm going to crush you. That's, I think, what she was doing as I pick up Bulwark here. And we'll talk about the build towards the end of the match. So just enjoy the match. I will walk you through the build and what it means. I've really found it to be valuable and successful using a couple of items I hadn't picked up until Season 3. And with some of the Season 3 changes, I'm going to show you guys. It maxes, I think it maxes your cooldown reduction. I think it maxes your crowd control reduction. And I think it maxes your power. No, I'm joking. It doesn't max your power, but it is very, very good. It's tanky. It's a lot of cooldown, a lot of CC reduction. I really actually like it a lot. So I'll talk to you about that at the end. But basically her mirror, it's called Heavenly Reflection. She charges this mirror, and what happens is she gets a damage mitigation. So the first part is that she mitigates 15% of the damage being done to her while it's charging. The second part is that at full charge, it fires in a straight line in front of her. Now, while you're mitigating damage, if you're doing damage, or if you're taking damage, you will actually be able to charge up the mirror, as you can see, and it actually will then potentially fire for twice the amount of base damage. So what that means is it does 250 base damage. It can possibly, at fully charged, if it's fully charged by either taking damage or giving damage, you can fire for another 250 on top of that. So it would basically fire for 500 base damage plus whatever power that you're doing. As I'm here trying to find the Loki, and I do find him there. I missed my shield, but I did keep him on lock, so he wasn't able to just get away. I have my ultimate going out here. I try and go for the Poseidon, but he does a fantastic job of aegising Sanctuary, basically, with that relic and getting out of my stun potential and that extra 40% damage that I would have been able to hit him with. You see the shield damage there coming out onto the Loki and causing quite a bit of ruckus, forcing him to basically ult away or at least blink away there, but I think he was going for the another target. The Alquan taking some hits from Vulcan's turret. I'm actually thinking about pursuing him, but I think, you know what, better not. I throw my shield onto the knee, she backflips away. I'm able to avoid Scylla's crush and move back to safety, and I think I need to head back to base here. Now, Amaterasu's third ability is called Glorious Charge, and what that basically does is it silences your opponents it also is a damaging ability. So one of the things I really love about it is that people, I think, usually think of these dashes in a couple ways. Like Athena, for instance. I think a lot of people think Athena's dash is just a mobility thing. A lot of people aren't really aware that it slows your target as well. Amaterasu, this dash is a mobility thing, but not only that, it causes quite a bit of damage and slows your target. Not slows your target, silences your target. As you can see there, quite a bit of damage, able to finish off a lot of targets, especially low health target, as I get the double kill here, activating my ultimate onto the Aokwang after I finished off the Loki with my shield, my Heavenly Reflection, and it looks like we are really pulling this game back. It's 70-22. I'm activating my aura on that Neith. As you can see, that weakness aura going onto her. I'm now hitting the Scylla, and it looks like she's not going to be able to escape the Chiron ult as well. I have my dash. I silence the Loki. I miss my shield, though, and that is going to make sure that I do not kill him before he gets back to base. But the Aokwang in a bad spot. I've got enough mana to basically attack him, but I can't hit a basic attack, so it doesn't really matter. I'm thinking he went to the right, but I actually realize now, looking at it, he went towards the left-hand side, and so I do miss him there. But we're able to get a little bit of experience from this blue buff, and I'm heading back to base. Now, what I was mentioning just simply about the dashes is that you got to remember it's got the utility effect of the silence, and it's got the damage. So if you want to kill, it's not just about getting away. If you want to kill someone, if you want to silence someone, especially like a Bellona with a bludgeon or a Thor with a Berserker's Barrage, any character that has some type of channel ability that's relatively powerful, you actually can use this to really actually disrupt them and put them in a bad spot, because they're counting on that damage. Their whole combo may be based off of going all in so they can kill you with that big ultimate or that big ability. Maybe usually it's a number 3, like Thor's number 3 or Bellona's number 3, that bludgeon ability, right? Which does a huge amount of damage, but takes a while to swing around and then land. If you can silence them while they're swinging, you can basically cut off their whole game plan and put them on their back end, put them on the heels, so to speak, and that will be a really good job. It's one of Amaterasu's great things. She could be a very good disruptor. I like to use it as an initiation tool as well, as you'll see me do, basically activating my number 2, then using it as an initiation tool to get close to them, silencing them, making them run away, and then firing my number 2 after I've hit them a couple times with my basic attacks, caused a few damage, and charged up my shield. So you'll see me actually going into fights very, very much so like that, and using my dash less so to retreat. More offensively is, kind of my style with that. As you see, I've got my ultimate ready. It looks like an engagement is happening. I see the Poseidon trying to go, but I do not let him follow up on the Neith, and basically our Aokwang takes out the Scylla. It looks like he's basically going to be able to take out the Poseidon as well, and our Chiron finishing off the Neith. The Aokwang on their enemy team is in a bad spot. I go and I actually hit him with my silence and the damage, but I can't finish a basic attack, and Jar Jar Binks takes him out, our Isis, and it's 56-58. We are 23-24. We have brought this game back into line. I get rooted by the Scylla, but she doesn't follow up with a crush. This is go time. Let me tell you how my ultimate works, guys. It's called Dazzling Offensive. It's a 3-part ultimate. It's very similar to Guan Yu's ultimate when he was first released. Basically, the first damage of the attack is just a normal damaging ability. If you hit an enemy character, it basically works like this. It's a combo. So if you essentially hit every strike, you keep progressing to the next part of the combo. If you miss a strike, you kind of lose the combo. So the first strike is just damage. The second strike, 20% damage and a slow. The third strike is actually 40% damage and a stun. As you see, I use it to finish off the Poseidon there. It looks like the Scylla trying to get away. I think I'm going to grab her, but she goes into her base. It's 34-33. The Loki is not able to get away. I would have secured the kill as well. I hit the Aokwang with my shield. The Scylla Crush comes out. I'm able to avoid it, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to keep us here from advancing and pushing some minions into their tower. It's 34-19, and it looks like we might win this game. It's 27-19 now. The Chiron dash. Oh, the damage from the Loki, but the Chiron Masterful Shot takes him out. The Poseidon is almost dead. I finished off the Poseidon with the basic attack. The Scylla is running away from me, but the Root comes out. The Crush comes out as well. I'm going on her as best I can, trying to charge up my shield and the silence. The damage is real. She gets away, but the Poseidon Whirlpool. Oh no, the Sanctuary is happening. It's 11-1. I can't die here. I've got my ultimate available. I go and I pop it on the Aokwang and I take him out, and that's the game. Good game. Woohoo! There we go, everybody. Welcome to winning town, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have a good follow-up for that. I'm very sorry about that for those of you listening. I had no good follow-up. Welcome to winning town. We won. It's fantastic. It was a great game. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a little bit about Amaterasu. And now I'm going to walk you through the build I was using, which I find very valuable with her. I find this build to be great because it provides not only great cooldown reduction, like I was saying, but it provides great CC reduction, which is important as a warrior when you're going to be in the front line, when your job is to disrupt. Being able to not be locked down is a big deal. Obviously, give the GG well played there. I picked up the shell as well as more of a defensive thing for my teammates. You see me starting out with the warrior Tabi and then the spirit robe, which gives me the protections and the cooldown reduction, the crowd control reduction, but also that passive of 15% damage mitigation when I get hit with some CC, which is great. Jotunn's still a great item, a lot of mana, a lot of power, a lot of cooldown reduction, and Bulwark of Hope. I love the passive on this item. The crowd control reduction, the health, the magical power, but then the shield is a great thing to help you to fight. If you notice in the end of that fight, I actually activated my shield and that helped me stay alive. This is a great item as well because what it does is allows you to heal yourself. Her number one, I didn't mention this, when you flip between stances, her number one actually heals you. And so when you flip your number one, you get this 35% movement speed increase, which is amazing in terms of repositioning and positioning into the game. And Shifter Shield, I think, got a little bit of a buff, increased the protections that you get from that, and I find it a really good item at this point in the game. This is a build I've been using. I really like it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more stuff like this here at Raynday Gaming. And as always, my name is Raynday. Remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.